You are now listening to Sir Ink's The Experience Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything kink. Now, this podcast only caters to those that are 18 and above and may not be suitable for work, or as we like to say, NSF. But remember, you can always listen to us during your private time. Hello, kinky and kink-curious folk out there. My name is Sir Ink. Let's get to it. Hello to all my people out there. What is our topic today? My topic today will be brought to you by Obsidian Radio. This is a brother on Instagram that I found and on YouTube that has a channel that's more geared toward alpha males. And he had a really good post on Instagram, so I'm going to read it to you. It's called 10 Startling Facts About Alpha Males. So here we go. Now we're going to read and react. Number 1, alpha males who are good leaders are loved, admired, and taken care of in their retirement. Well, that is true. Normally, these men, as we go through this list of 10 things, you'll understand why these men normally have good situations in their latter years, but this is, forming good connections, good contacts, and establishing strong relationships. That's what alpha males do. So let's go to the second one. Alpha males are chosen and ruled by consensus, not by fear or intimidation. Healthy alpha males are chosen and ruled by consensus, I would say, and not by fear or intimidation. There are plenty of alpha males in this world, as we can just turn on the news and see, that rule by fear and intimidation. It's not a proper way to lead, because it's just not good energy. It's not good sentiments while you're leading. You're not leading by choice, you're leading by force. And some men just operate in that vein. They're going to do it by force and not by the choice of the people. And there's different ways that people obtain that. I'm stealing elections, or just, making the society feel one way because of whatever you propaganda that they popped up. But there's different ways. So I will agree with number 2. The only thing I would say is healthy alpha males are chosen and ruled by consensus. I would say that. Number 3, alpha males are very special, not lone wolves or antisocial. That is very true. A lot of alpha males are definitely social. They definitely, some alpha males do roll by themselves, but mostly if you're an alpha male, you're thrusted into a situation of leadership, whether it be at work, at home, amongst your family, amongst your friends. Normally the strong personality, the one that's a leader that has direction, the alpha male will find themselves in a position of leading other people or being somewhat upfront, the go-to guy, so to say. So I agree with that. Number 4, alpha males form coalitions of partners to assist him. They never work alone. And that is true. Alpha males normally have a destination in life. They normally have goals. And understanding having goals is understanding the pieces you need to make that goal happen. These pieces are normally people and relationships. So, for example, if a man wants a family, he knows he needs a woman who can facilitate kids, someone who can help him raise the kids properly. So these are all the kind of things that go into that, forming coalitions of partners to assist him. They never work alone. And alpha males never work alone, because the thing about alpha males is, being in a leadership role, you never want the glory for yourself. You want to help others be successful as well. So it's that old mantra of, let me help you to help me. See how that goes? I'm going to help you first. You help me in return. That's leadership. Leadership puts someone else's needs first. And in the total picture, they get theirs on the back end. So I agree with that as well. Number 5, being an alpha male does not depend on height or strength. The smallest male can be an alpha male if he keeps his friends happy and has female support. 100%. 100%. There's plenty of examples, right, all over the world of leaders who are small, tall, and in between. So yes, leadership is not a height requirement. It doesn't. If you're a short guy, like Napoleon was a short guy, right? But he led the French army. Napoleon was a leader. So you don't have to have a certain height to be a leader. That would be a misconception if someone said that. That would mean, Danny, all the guys that play in the NBA are leaders. That would be absolutely ridiculous, right? All people above 6'1" or 6'2" are just automatic leaders. No. Leadership comes from within. Leadership can be taught to you by other men or another man, but just because you get to a certain height don't mean you can lead. There's a lot of people going off cliffs with tall people and short people. Trust me. Like, how big was Jim Jones with Jonestown? Right? Was he all? He's a pretty average height guy, right? And he had everybody following him into suicide. That was crazy. That's crazy, right? But he was a leader. He led with religion, and at any rate, I'm just saying all that to say, leadership doesn't have a height requirement to it. Number 6, alpha males promote unity and keep the peace. They do not beef. That's a tough one. Alpha males normally want unity. They normally want to have nonviolent approaches. They normally want to see others win, but they also have a side of them that will meet aggression with aggression. They will meet fire with fire. Sometimes they'll bring water to the situation to put a fire out, but if someone else is coming at them with straight aggression, alpha males know that they need to respond with aggression. But they promote unity, yes. Like Martin Luther King, in the face of violence, he preached unity and overcoming systemic racism and other factors in our society. So, and Gandhi had a very nonviolent approach. But what people didn't understand is there was a violent alternative to that. They just chose peace. So peace and unity overall. So I do agree with that as well. Number 7, alpha males are generous, like kids and show difference to older males than themselves. Yes. You know why? Because alpha males understand that children truly are the future. Children are the future, and we understand how important it is to be in a child's life. Like my grandfathers and my uncles. My father wasn't in my life as strong as I would have liked, but whatever the case may be. Alpha males understand how it's important to sow into children, girls and boys. Teach boys how to be leaders and teach girls what it is to be loved by a man in a healthy way. How to respect men and understand boundaries. Even teach boys where boundaries are, right? Like we don't teach boys to hit on girls. We don't teach girls to hit on boys. Things of that nature. Of course, if we just turn on the TV, go on Instagram or whatever the case may be, social sites, we see a whole lot of undisciplined, missing fathers, missing strong males, and strong females in people's lives right now. It's a lot of unhealthy behavior going on. That's because we've allowed our core family values to fall. We've allowed our system of independence to basically break our families up, chasing equality for everyone has made everyone basically independent of a just go for it myself kind of situation, and that's not how we're going to benefit in the long run. So I think we're all going to have to go back to, I'm not going to say men being men and women being women. No, we're going to have to find some new balance with where we are right now in the workforce, the independence that women have, the independence that more independence that minorities have, and figure out a way that we can get back still to some of that old school relationship dynamics that allow you to have healthy families again. But you guys know how I feel about that. I talk about that all the time. And of course, older males, it's respect, right? And they respect older males because we understand that the older males are the ones who have the wisdom and the foresight. And you just respect what they went through. You respect that we can't have the conveniences that we have today without the sacrifices that they made and the ones before them made. So we respect older men. You respect older men, and they in turn turn around and bestow upon you all the things, life lessons, and some of the blessings that they've gotten. They give them to you because it's a hand-me-down. It's the older generations pulling the younger generations up. And so when you're in your 40 to 60 range, you're in the middle. You're in the middle. You're in between the younger folk and you're between the older folk. And it's up to us to hold the line to make sure that those lessons are being transferred from that older generation through our generation and down to the younger generations. So we can keep having more healthy alpha males out here and making young men understand what true alpha male behavior is, and not none of this rogue shoot 'em up cowboy stuff that we seeing going on the street now. It's a bunch of emotional young men with guns, and they have no intellect or any patience or taught why they need to have patience and what's a call to arms and what's not. We're missing those lessons. So this is the importance of alpha males being generous. Number 8, alpha males are very empathetic and look out for the little guy. Yes, alpha males do not prey on weaker men. They have empathy for those who are either mentally or physically incapable of navigating the harsh world. And there are times where alpha males, and it's not charity, but they take on these people as a way of, keeping them in your circle in some aspect as a form of protection for those guys. Because there's a lot of times there's good-hearted guys. They just, for whatever reason, are not all the way there mentally, as far as being able to process situations and information, whether it be the upbringing, whether it be maybe they're somewhere on the spectrum. And I deal with this in my job. I have a guy or two that's a little bit on the spectrum, but they're fully functional, really great dudes, but they struggle with conflict resolution issues in their life. And so we, a group of guys, keep a guy like this one particular dude around because he draws strength from us. And where he's confused and may not understand certain situations, we can put some things in perspective and then give it to him and let him do with it as he may. So, yes, I do agree with that. We do look out for the little guy. We want to see everyone win. Number 9, alpha males do not hoard all the females for themselves. Instead, they distribute them to their coalition partners. I always said this in my 20s. We go out, and my friends and I would go out. And our strategy was, if there's a group of girls, as long as one of us got to know one of the girls, we get the whole group, right? And our objective was get the group, because we just want to, like, if we go out, like, get them to come back. We can drink, smoke at the house, or, they can come over. We can throw parties with them, or whatever the case may be. But, we never saw, we don't look at women as, like, okay, if my friend is talking to a friend, talking to a young lady, it's like, does she have a girlfriend? That'd be the objective. Like, I'm talking to a girl, and guys always say, oh, I see, she's nice, man. She's pretty. She's a real good girl. She got any friends? That's how we think. We don't think, well, I got her. I ain't going to tell you about nobody else. See, these other guys, they want to have the girl that they cracked on, the girl that they're talking to, and they want to hoard her friends and all that for themselves, because they're really trying to run through this whole young lady's list of friends, which is completely selfish and dick behavior, to be honest, right? And alpha males don't think like that. Like, for example, if I meet a young lady and I don't necessarily hit it off with her, but she, I think, like, yo, you know what? Talk to my homie. Like, talk to my friend. Like, you know what? I think you might match up better with my friend. Like, I don't mind passing someone who I may not be able to talk to onto a friend of mine that I know is a good dude, or someone who's more compatible to her than me. This is how alpha males think. Like, alpha males don't think like they got to have everything. We know we can't walk in a candy store and lick on all the candy. You can only eat one piece at a time. So if there's a bunch of candy, I'm going to invite my friends into the candy store to share the candy. I'm not hoarding it all for myself. That's an ego thing, and we're not going to call it toxic, but it's just selfish. It's just selfish that someone wants all the glory, to themselves. And, you have guys that are like, keeping a scorecard, like, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked. Like, that doesn't impress men. Healthy alpha males don't care if you've had sex with 100 girls, 200 girls, 1,000 girls, or one girl. You're having sex. Cool. You're enjoying it. Cool. Whether it be 1 or 100, whatever the case may be. Alpha males don't care about that, because we don't think that we can fuck everybody. And if we could, we ain't satisfying everybody. We know that for sure. So, like, you don't try to overplay your position when it comes to women. Like, it's just too ridiculous. And so, yes, in this way, the way he says this, as like alpha males do not hoard all the females for themselves. Instead, they distribute them out to their coalition of partners. See, when you hear them say they distribute, it just makes it seem like these women are working girls or something like that, right? Or like, he could just choose to just send us around to his friends. It's not like that. It's not like that. If a man is married and he meets a woman at his job or in his travels that is a nice young lady, instead of him saying, you know what, I'm going to cheat on my wife with her. But like, I have a friend. He's single. I think you two will really hit it off. I'm going to connect you two. That's what healthy alpha males would do. If he's a monogamous person. Now, if he's in a poly situation or he's single, then he could do whatever he wants. He can try to knock off that girl if he wants to. But again, if he's in a situation where his dance card is full, he's not going to be like, well, if I can't have her, no one can have her. He doesn't think like that. He thinks, you know what? Let me introduce you to somebody. I got a friend for you. I got a friend that you might hit it off with. Let me connect you to. That's what healthy alpha males do. So, again, when you hear when he writes distributes, that word can be very, I won't say triggering for some of you ladies, but it definitely is an off-putting word. But I won't say distribute, but I'm trying to explain what he means by distribute. It's not distribute them like hand them out like baseball cards. He just means like, I can't have you, but I know some people that are really solid that, that you might want to talk to. Even if a guy is single, let's say he's a homebody, but he meets a really nice girl, but she's a club girl. She likes to go out all the time. She likes to go to the clubs. Well, then he might say, you know what? It's not really my thing, your type of girl. But I have a friend that's what he does. He loves the nightlife. And you connect them to. So that's what that means as in a way to distribute. And number 10, alpha males do exist and they wield enormous influence in the community. Yes, alpha males wield a lot of influence in the community. They're the leaders. They're the ones that set the pace. Some of the alpha males, and I will go out there and say, let's just use an easy target, Putin, right? Is an alpha male. He's martial arts, he's ex-KGB, blah, 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 blah. But his intentions, how he's ruling, is more by fear. Now, he has an agenda. Who knows totally what that agenda is but him? But you can see that, yes, alpha males have a lot of influence in the environment. Healthy ones try to do things as we've spoken about in this list, try to bring people together, not from fear, but from forming coalitions and unity and common agendas. And then you have someone like him who's using nationalism as a way of destroying other people's lives. Literally and figuratively and literally destroying lives. And so you have different variations. But yes, alpha males have a lot of influence in the environment. Hopefully you get more healthy alpha males in the environment, because less people get hurt, less people get taken advantage of, and more people win. So this is the list of 10 startling facts about alpha males. What do you guys think? Let me know. You guys know where to contact me, SirINQ.com, SirINQ on everything, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And if you want to email me, SirINQ09@gmail.com. And you can always inbox me on any platform with any meme, any topic that you want discussed or heard, or me talk about, or me to react to. And I appreciate you guys for listening to me. As always, without you, there is no me. And until next time, peace.